Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for August 22nd, read by Kate P. from Edinburgh, Scotland. AA Thoughts for the Day. Guidance. I am a firm believer in both guidance and prayer, but I am fully aware, and humble enough, I hope, to see there may be nothing infallible about my guidance. The minute I figure I have got a perfectly clear pipeline to God, I have become egotistical enough to get into real trouble. Nobody can cause more needless grief than a power driver who thinks he's got it straight from God. As Bill sees it. Page 38. Thought to consider. It's not making a mistake that will kill me. It's defending it that does the damage. Acronyms. Fear. F-E-A-R. Frantic efforts to appear recovered. Just for today. Only one tool. From Availing Yourself of a Sponsor. An AA sponsor is not a professional caseworker or counsellor of any sort. A sponsor is not someone to borrow money from, nor get clothes, jobs, or food from. A sponsor is not a medical expert, nor qualified to give religious, legal, domestic, or psychiatric advice. Although a good sponsor is usually willing to discuss such matters confidentially, and often can suggest where the appropriate professional assistance can be obtained. A sponsor is simply a sober alcoholic who can help solve only one problem: how to stay sober. And the sponsor has only one tool to use: personal experience, not scientific wisdom. Sponsors have been there, and often have more concern, hope, compassion, and confidence for us than we have for ourselves. They certainly have had more experience. Remembering their own condition, they reach out to help, not down. Living Sober, page 27. Daily Reflections. Seeking emotional stability. When we developed still more, we discovered the best possible source of emotional stability to be God Himself. We found that dependence upon His perfect justice, forgiveness, and love was healthy, and that it would work when nothing else would. If we really depended upon God, we couldn't very well play God to our fellows, nor would we feel the urge wholly to rely on human protection and care. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 116. All my life I depended on people for my emotional needs and security, but today I cannot live that way anymore. By the grace of God, I have admitted my powerlessness over people, places, and things. I had been a real people addict. Wherever I went, there had to be someone who would pay some kind of attention to me. It was the kind of attitude that could only get worse, because the more I depended on others and demanded attention, the less I received. I have given up believing that any human power can relieve me of that empty feeling. Although I remain a fragile human being who needs to work AA steps to keep this particular principle before my personality, it is only a loving God who can give me inner peace and emotional stability. As Bill sees it. Freed Prisoners. Letter to a Prison Group. Every AA has been, in a sense, a prisoner. Each of us has walled himself out of society. Each has known social stigma. The lot of you folks has been even more difficult. In your case, society has also built a wall around you. But there isn't any real essential difference, a fact that practically all AAs now know. Therefore, When new members come into the world of AA on the outside, you can be sure that no one will care a fig that you have done time. What you are trying to be, not what you were, is all that counts with us. Mental and emotional difficulties are sometimes very hard to take while we are trying to maintain sobriety. Yet we do see in the long run that transcendence over such problems is the real test of the AA way of living. Adversity gives us more opportunity to grow than does comfort or success. 1. Letter 1949. 2. Letter 1964. Big Book Quote. Let no alcoholic say he cannot recover unless he has his family back. This just isn't so. In some cases, the wife will never come back for one reason or another. Remind the prospect that his recovery is not dependent upon people. It is dependent upon his relationship with God. We have seen men get well whose families have not returned at all. We have seen others slip when the family came back too soon. Alcoholics Anonymous, Working with Others, page 99. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. Those who do not recover are people who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. There are such unfortunates. They are not at fault. They seem to be born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living that demands rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. There are those, too, who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Am I completely honest with myself and with other people? Meditation for the day. You can make use of your mistakes, failures, losses, and sufferings. It is not what happens to you so much as what you make of it. Take your sufferings, difficulties, and hardships, and make use of them to help some unfortunate soul who is faced with the same troubles. Then something good will come out of your suffering, and the world will be a better place because of it. The good you do each day will live on, after the trouble and distress have gone, after the difficulty and the pain have passed away. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may make good use of my mistakes and failures. I pray that some good may result from my painful experiences. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, MN 55012. This is Kate, alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.